good day. I hope you can see me. Yeah, good day, everybody. So we are back again for our third week, and last week we had a very interesting one with the introduction to Scratch. We learned what Scratch is. We learned what we can use Scratch for, and why we all need to be scratchers. Let's call ourselves scratchers. And said for those of us that are new to Scratch, this is a wonderful opportunity to take your parts in coding. So we'll continue from where we stopped last week. So for those of us that are new, just stick with us. I'll try as much as possible to go back to what we did last week. I'll just be going back and coming forth so we get what we're doing. So today is week 3, and I hope you guys had a nice Sunday for those of us that went to church today. So let's go on. So last week we talked about what Scratch was. We talked about how Scratch was founded and why it was founded. And we said Scratch is one of the very new language now that everybody needs to get acquainted with because of the nature of the environment. And we wrote a very simple code last week. We wrote hello world, and then we wrote pretty much some little codes and saw how our spike was able to move from one location to another. So today we'll just go deep into what we learned last week. We'll go deeper now, and stay tuned. So writing the code. Why do we want to write a code? So writing a code, said there are steps for us to write a code. So today I outlined few steps that will be needed as young ones to know how to write the code. So first of all, before you develop any code, there must be a problem. I can't just wake up one day and start writing codes. So before I start writing codes, I must be given a problem. I can call it a problem, I can call it a task, I can call it an assignment, whatever language I choose. But first we must identify the problem. We look at the problem. What do you want to do? I want to create a website. Oh, you want to create a website. What type of website do you want to create? An e-commerce website, a gaming website, or a news platform? What do you want? So that is the problem. You identify the problem. Then secondly, you list the possible solutions. You look at the possible outcomes that you can provide for that problem. You look at those outcomes, and you don't just pick one solution. You bring a lot of solutions so that your clients can pick. Then thirdly, you evaluate your options. You evaluate if my solution is really, really going to solve this problem. If my solution is really the best solution for the problem, you do evaluation on your solution. Then you select, if you are the type that will list more than one solution, you look at all of the solutions and select the best one for the problem. So you select the best one for the problem, and then before you start working on that solution. So you must have listed all of this, you must have gone through all of this before you now start working on the solution and say, okay, I've got a solution, now let's work. So it's very important to follow these rules before creating any solution. If not, your solution will not be a solution to the given problem. Okay? So let's go to the next slide. And last week we said the ability to code computer programs is an important part of literacy in today's society. See, when people learn to code in Scratch, I do tell people whenever I meet them, I say when you learn to code in Scratch, there are important strategies for solving problems, designing projects, and communicating ideas. So if you learn to code in Scratch, you are developing yourself. You are developing yourself on how to be a problem solver. And that is what the world needs now. We see the pandemic that is going on, everyone is trying to create a solution. So you become a problem solver. Okay? You start designing projects. You'll be a designer of projects, of course. Then your communication ideas will increase. Okay, these are advantages of you learning how to scratch, or advantages of you being a scratcher. Okay, I don't want to use Coda now, so let's use Scratcher for us, for you guys that knows how to use Scratch, and for those of us that will be knowing how to use Scratch at the end of this program. So now we have talked about, before you write the code, you to identify the problem first. Now let's create our own problem. Let's create our own problem and let's try to solve that problem using Scratch. Okay, so today we're going to focus on creating our problem, and we're going to see how we can use that problem, or how we can solve that problem with Scratch. As simple as that. Okay, so let's look at how, and these ideas will be giving us real life solution, how to solve real problems in real life. Okay, so so I need everybody to answer this question. So what is this, and what does this do? What is this? You can see the picture. This picture. What is this guy? I need us to just type it at our comment section. Let's see. Let me know if you have an idea of what this looks like. Okay. See some people typing. Okay. Let's see what the problem. Let's see what this is like. Okay. Good. Okay. Without delaying much of our time, you see that this is a bed. It's a parrot bed, and we all know what a bird does. A bird fly, and should I call it sing? Sing. We like to call it singing. Okay, so let's see how we can recreate this in Scratch. I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if we can do this actually, but we're going to find out. So now we've created a problem. We say let's create our own bed and let it fly. Now this is the problem. Now we need to develop our solution for the bed. Okay, let's create a bed and let's let it fly using Scratch. I want everybody to be with me on this. So you can go create your own after this class, but I need you to follow. I need you to look at what I'm doing, and let's see if it's possible for us to use Scratch and create beds and eventually even make them fly or make them sing. I don't know if it's possible anyway. Do you know if it's possible? Let's find out. So yeah, thank you. So now we're going to the real practical section of this course, because I told you last week, each time you find me here, we are going to be practical. I don't know how to talk. So we'll go into the practical sections. But before that, you can follow us on our social media handles, be it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the rest. You can just follow us in case you're having a very big problem. Maybe you're developing something using Scratch and you're having a problem doing that. You can just send us a message or on either of the social media platform. And be sure we'll have a community of Scratchers ready to answer anybody question. So I'm going to bring up my Scratch app now, so we can see if it's possible for us to actually create the solution. So thank you very much, and remember, follow our social media handle and hit the like button. Thanks. So I'm going to try to bring this in. Yes, somebody say I have Scratch 3.0. Good. That is what we want. Scratch 3.0 is actually good. So I hope we can all see my screen. Let me bring this up. Okay, beautiful. So now, remember the problem statements. We want to create our own bed and actually allow the bed to fly. So we have this. I'm unable to see your comments, but you can keep bringing in your questions and be sure that we're going to attend to everybody's questions. So yesterday we introduced, last week we introduced everybody to this environment, and which we looked at how to move this guy from one location to another. So today we want to create a bed. We want to see if it's possible for us to actually create a bed and even allow the bed to fly. So we identified the problem. The problem now is creating a bed. Now let's try the solution that we have. So I'm going to remove this guy because this doesn't look like a bed. I'm going to remove this guy, spikes. You look at how I'm removing the guy. I'm going to delete this guy, and I'm going to look for a bed. So I come to this place and I click on choose a spike. I pick choose a spikes. Now we have different characters pre-installed in Scratch already. Different characters, be it humans, be it animals, be it sports, food, fashion, and the rest. You can just see a summary of all of this here. Remember, a bird is an animal. So I just go to the animal catalog. I click on the animal catalog and look for, I have different animals. I want to look for a bird, and I have different animals and insects here. So I look for a bird. Let's look for a bird that's, oh, beautiful. I've seen one. Okay, let's use these parrots. Let's reuse these parrots. So I pick on this guy. Good, and it appears here. Okay, I can't see your comments, but please keep sending me your questions. So we want to make this guy fly. That is the problem that we are having. It's not flying, just stagnant. So we want to make it fly. So this guy is big. I can reduce this by coming to size. The size is 100. I can decide to pick any size that I want to work with. Let me say I type in 60. Okay, I've shrink the size. You can see how I shrink the size. I shrink that to 60 in size, and I'm going to try to make it move. Now, last week we talked about events. I said for every code to move, for every code to execute, you need a play button, and you get those play buttons here in events. So I'm going to pick this. At the course of this program, we're going to look at all of these and what they do. I'm going to pick this and say, and bring it to the programming environment. This is our programming environment. I'm going to bring this block. When flag clicks, this flag, meaning when I click the flag, what will happen? I want the bed to move. Yeah, last week we used 10 steps. So let's I know somebody will be wondering why we using 10 steps every time. So let's use 20, or let's use 15. I just click and type in 15. You can now see the 15. So let's say when the flag move, we need this guy to move 10 steps. Now let's see what happens. Okay, I'm pressing. Did it move? If you see it move, can you just type high? Did it move? Okay, it's moving, but it's moving a bit. Okay, just move 10 steps. Let me bring it back. It moves 10 steps and stop. Move 10 steps and stop. Now last week we introduced a code called loop. I told you loop are repetitions of code. When you put a code inside a loop, it repeats that code for an infinite time or a finite time. So it's either you define it or it's indefinite. So I come here and say this is a looping. This is a forever loop. Forever means it's going to move forever. I bring it and I put this code inside. This is the code I want it to repeat itself. So I just bring this on, and I have this. I say whenever I click this flag forever, I need this to move 15 steps. So let's play our program and see what happens. Remember, why I am bringing these codes one after the other and playing them is for you to know the functions, okay? It's for you because Scratch is an experimental environment. So experiment whichever code you are bringing in, so to see what you're doing before the final output. And remember, we are coding, so we have to go through a lot of experiment before we bring out the final output. That's why we're doing this one time. So I played this, and you see, it's still moving. It's still moving. My code is still running, but it's going off the edge. So I'm going to introduce a code that is not going to allow the bed to move off the edge and come to motion, and I pick if on edge bounce, meaning when it gets to the edge of this, when it gets to the edge of this, it should just bounce. So we have this. Yeah, I can see your screen clearly. My screen is clear, right? Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen? So good, let's go on. So if I play this, it gets to the edge, it bounce back, it gets to the edge, it bounce back. Now we are still having problems. Like I said, this is not the final output, so we are taking it one step at a time. We are still having problems with our bed. And what problem? Just if you notice any problem with the bed, can you just send your comments? Let's see what the problem is with this bed, so we can really quickly solve it. So what is the problem with the bed? Send in your comments. What problems are you seeing with the bed? Okay, now I've stopped the code. The bed is moving. Let me play the code again. The bed is turning upside down. Whenever it hits the edge of the screen, it turns upside down, and which we've never seen a bed turn upside down anyways. For those of us that haven't seen that, I've never seen a bed flying upside down. So we are going to stop that by coming to direction. You come to direction, look at direction. After your size, you get direction. You click on your direction and you click the middle one which says left and right. Okay, it's because this is active, that's why your bed is turning upside down, because you're using all round. So if I click on left and right, let's see if that solves the problem. I just click here and I play my code again. Okay, now we've solved the problem of the bed turning upside down. But we still have another problem. So we have a lot of problems with the bed. And we have the bed going too fast for us to even see. So we're going to solve that problem by coming to control and pick a code, pick this block, wait for 1 second, and put it inside the forever loop again. I'm putting all my codes inside the forever loop. So the forever loop keep repeating the codes. So I said wait for 1 second. And I play, so it's moving. It's not moving as fast as it was the other time. So I can decide to, it's moving very slow anyways. I can decide to say, let me bring this waypoint to, now less than 1. This is where you bring in your decimal points for those of us that are doing mathematics. So you know that 0.1, 0.2 are actually lesser and positive than 1. Okay, so I said I'm going to put this at 0. Let me say 0.4, and let's see 0.4. You can just see I just click on where the 1 is and type 0.4 using my keyboards. So okay, fine. I think I'm cool with 0.4. I can keep reducing and increasing the value if I'm not content with what I'm seeing, okay? But I'm content with this, it's moving. So we still have another problem with this bed. So what other problem can we identify with the bed? Now we are creating the solution. You see, the more we are creating the solution, the more we're trying to perfect the solution. And that is one thing about real problems in life. You don't just create that solution once, okay? The guy who made the bulb tried 999 times, and in 1,000 times he got the light bulb. So we keep trying to make it perfect. So now, what's the problem? Can we say is wrong with the bed? I just need your comments. Let me see if you are really following. If you don't send me your comments, I'm not going to continue. So, okay, somebody's saying, oh, fine, it is not flapping its wings. Very good. It's not good. It's not flapping wings. Good. Okay, somebody said it's not flapping its wings. So the bird is not flapping the wings. So we are going to solve that problem by, last week I introduced us 3 main characteristics of the scratch. And I talked to us about codes, I talked to us about costumes, and I talked to us about sound. Now, I said for every character that is pre-installed inside Scratch, you have 2 or more costumes attached to it. So let's see how many costumes attached to this bed. You come here, you see it has 2 costumes. This guy and this guy. This guy and this guy. So we're just going to do the trick of allowing you to switch from one costume to another, switches from one costume to another. So it's flat, it's flap its wings. Okay? So let's try, let's see if we can actually make it flap its wings. Remember, we never knew we could make a bird fly in Scratch. I don't know until today. So we're just trying everything. So I'm also learning also. So let's see if we can actually allow it to flap its wings. So I come to loops here, and I look for a code that's saying next costume. This is next costume, right? I pick next costume, and I put inside, still inside the forever loop. Remember, I said your forever loop allows any code that is inserted inside it to repeat itself for an infinite number of times. That is, it's going to repeat itself forever unless you click your stop button, this stop button here. It will keep on running. Okay? So let's see if that works. Let me play this. Oh, very good. Now we have your bird flapping its wings. We have your bird flapping its wings. So we have it flapping its wings. Now let's try to make a perfect bird and see it's flapping wings. We actually wanted the bird to fly. Now it's flying. It's doing virtually everything I wanted it to do, except we still have a problem. Let me see. Can anybody identify another problem with me? So let me see your comments. What is happening? The bed is 2 figure directs. Fine, good. So can we identify any other problem with the bed? Okay, I'm going to give you one serious problem. I think the bed is not making noise. Now I've never seen a bed that doesn't make noise. Each bed, every bed I've seen actually sing or make noise or make sound. Let me use sound as well. So we're going to add sound to our bed. I will see how we can add sound to this. Okay. Let them just let it keep running. So I can for me to add sound, it's that I come here, but I love choosing faster way. And if I play this, see the sound of a bird. I come here and say I come to sounds, the sound here, come to the code of sound, and I say start sound. Now I'm going, if I pick start sound, if I drop start sound here, let me stop this. If I drop start sound here, look at where I drop this start sound. Now let me play this bed and let's see what happens. You know, one thing I love about Scratch is the difference in color to make everybody understand that you're actually picking this color represents this code. This color you can get it from this code. That color you can get it from that code. And that's why with my presentation I try to mix a lot of colors as much as I can. So you see, we have different colors for each of the different canvases of codes that we have here. So going back to our code, if I put this sound here, and I said, and I play this, now you're going to notice that the bird will make it sound just once, and after that it's not going to make no sound. You know why? Because our start sound is not inside the forever loop. So it's not inside the forever block, meaning it will not, our start sound, it's not going to repeat the code. So that's why if we play it, we have it like this. But what if we now decide to put this star sound inside the forever loop? Now look what happens. Bring it, I put it anywhere. You can put it anywhere, don't follow my sequence of order. In the forever loop, anywhere you put the code is going to, anywhere you put the code is going to function. Okay? So let's have the, so you can see that it's going to keep repeating the sound of the code over and over again. Okay, somebody said mine is going upside down. If your bird is going upside down, listen. You come to direction, this direction. After size, you come to direction, click on direction, and you click the middle. You have three icons here. You click the middle icon. So you have the all round. I know it's because it's going upside down because the all round is active. You activate left or right. Okay, activate the left or right so it can move. It won't be moving upside down. It won't be moving upside down. So if we have this, we have this. Now, what other thing can we do to add up this code? What other thing can we do? So let's change the background. Let's change the backdrop. So in Scratch we call this backdrop. Backdrop. We call it the backdrop. So we're going to change the backdrop to make it look like a perfect. You know, we're trying to make our bed perfect. So the bed should be flying. Let's make the bed fly inside the forest, maybe where there are trees and so. So if we want to make the sound slow compared to the sound, I think we should put the sound block in another loop. Like wait a second. Okay. Okay. So the bed is not. I'm seeing a lot of comments. So I said the bed is not meant to be making a lot of sound. So why don't we put the bed, the sound here, and say we have this. Okay. So let's try to change the backdrop and make the bed look as if it's inside the forest. So we'll just come to choose a backdrop. This is your backdrop. Choose the backdrop, click on the backdrop, and we'll look for a backdrop that fits what we're doing. Oh, this is a great one, but this is a desert, okay? So let's try to look for something. Oh, like this. This is a forest. We can use this backdrop. But let's look for another one. Maybe we'll get something more beautiful. Okay, then let's just stick to this one. Or let's stick to this jungle. Let's look at the jungle. So if we click on this, it seems the brain is inside the jungle. So we've changed our backdrop. And the bed can just go. See? So we have this. We just took upon ourselves a problem, and we actually set in following the small rules to help you guide yourself on how to solve problems, to actually solve this problem. Okay, so this is a way, or these are some of the ways we can solve our problems in Scratch. So we just made a bed move. We never really thought we can do that before. We can add, okay, a bed doesn't talk. You know, okay, this is a parrot. What if we add comments? Because parrots, I think they talk. Right? So what if we add comments to this? And so okay, let's say, okay, hi, let's add a comment. we'll come to look, we'll say hello at the beginning before it flies, or after it makes the sound, we can say hello. It's nice having you guys around. What do you have this? But if you click on this, it makes a sound and this happens. So you can see how I can remove and bring in my codes and still bring in my codes. Hello, it's nice having you guys around. So you can see it's nice having you guys around. It's showing continuously without me putting the code inside the forever loop. And I guess some will be wondering why is that. Well, that is because say hello is meant for the sprite or for your character that you're using to say hello for an infinite number of times. Okay, so if I want it to say maybe say hello for 2 seconds, I'll bring this. So I'm trying to bring codes for you to understand their move. So if I bring say hello for 2 seconds and say hello, there are 2 different codes. So say hello, we continue repeating what you have inside the box for infinite number of times. You click on stop. Why say hello? It's going to say hello for the number of times you want it to say hello, or for the number of time required for you to say hello. So if I bring this, let's see the same code, different blocks. If I bring this and say it's nice meeting you. And if I say, okay, I have this, good. And I decide to remove this code and bring this guy here. Now what I just did now is I said this should say hello for 2 seconds. That means I've defined the time for it to say hello. Okay, say hello for 2 seconds. Now let's see what happens. It's going to say hello for 2 seconds. Makes the sound, then before it executes the remaining codes. Okay. Now, before we can write this kind of code in other programming languages, like the higher level programming languages that all of us know, your C++, your Java, and the rest. Before you can write this, for this bed to execute any of these codes or all of these codes, you must have written about 500 lines of code. And by now, I know each of us will be very tired writing 500 lines of code. Do you know how long it's going to we're going to sit in front of our computer writing these codes? But with simple drag and drop tool, we're able to achieve this in less than 20 minutes. And how many lines of code have we written? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 lines or 8 blocks of code. Let me put blocks. We've written 8 blocks of code for each to perform this. Okay? So I'm going to start this and delete this code. So this is one of the simplest code we are going to be writing for this class. In fact, this is the simplest code we write for this class. Okay, so let me see your questions rolling in. For those of us that have questions, you can move the bed to a higher position. Okay, somebody saying we should move the bed to a higher position. something like this, because it's a bird, it should fly high. So you can see it's going to be flying from high to low, from low to high. Okay, so yeah, you can easily move the bed with your mouse. Sure, you can easily move the bed with your mouse if you want to move the mouse. So just okay, yes, the position is better. Okay, so the position is better. So the bed is flying in a 360-degree now. It's going to move from a higher position to a lower position, then from a lower position to a higher position, so that the normal way bird flies, the bird will not forever fly in the high it will not forever fly. It's going to land sometime and rest. So now part of the question we just did was part of the answer we just answered now is we saw today, we saw that we created a problem, okay, and we never really thought we could use Scratch to solve this problem, and we wanted to use Scratch, of course, to solve this problem. Okay, so how can we submit it to you? Okay, yeah, I'm going to send in an email address that you can submit this. So before our time next week, I need everybody, I'll be employing us to go back home, work ourselves on simple normal programs in Scratch, and see what we can develop. Okay, and because next week we're going to do something higher than this, something more complex than this. We're going to see how to do complex stuff than this. So let's see next week. Let's prepare ourselves towards maybe conversation. Two people making a conversation. See how we can make two character have a bigger conversation. We're going to do something advanced. Thank you. We're going to do something advanced next week. So let's keep our questions coming in. Let me see if you have questions, you can send your questions. Yeah, somebody say writing 500 lines of code is quite easy. Oh, really? Michael, that's good. It's quite easy for Michael to write 500 lines of code. And we're going to do that sometime. So let's keep our questions coming in so we can have, I can attend to all questions. Okay. Now, for me to save this, for me to save this code, so I come back next time to meet it. I go to File. I say save to my computer. Takes me to my computer and say, okay, save this. Then I'll just save this as parrots. Let's save this as parrots. So next time when I want to work on the code, either when I want to modify the code or I want to show somebody my code, I'll just load from my computer. So I hope each and every one of us understand what we've done today. I hope we've understood what we've done today. Let me see your questions coming in. I'm still waiting for your questions. I hope we all understood what we've done today. So questions, keep your questions coming in. Keep your questions coming in. No, I've not received the model link. This yeah, sure. So Keep your questions coming in. Keep your questions coming in. For those of us that were unable to join us last week, and you're here today, I hope you've gotten the message. I hope you've gotten what we did or what we're doing. We did something very similar to this last week by making please code it at Mr. Jerry. Okay, which code? Oh, the code for the classroom. Yes, we're going to be sending you a link. We're going to be sending you the link for the classroom before Wednesday this week, so that you can all have it. So don't worry, since you registered with us, with your email address, we'll be sending it down as a link to your email addresses. Each and every one of you will get the code. So, any question? If there are no questions, I'm just going to give us a very small assignment to do. Yes, Felicia, you're going to receive it as a mail. So this is going to be your assignments for the week. This is going to be for your. This is going to be class. You're going to come up with a problem. Okay, come up with your problem. I'm not going to identify any problem for you. You're going to come up with your problem. You're going to use the technique that we've learned today, and you're going to solve that problem using Scratch. Meaning, you're going to develop something, anything, something very simple, not too complex. I don't need any complex stuff for now. So you're going to develop something very simple. Yeah, you're going to get a link. For those asking for the link, you're going to get it through your mail that you use to register. So everybody's going to develop his or her own problems, and you're going to put them into real life in Scratch. And we'll have this by next section, okay? It's so important for us. So develop your problem, create a solution with your problem using Scratch. Then I'm going to send you my link so you can submit. So I'm going to send you my problems. I'm going to send you my email address so that you can submit that. And remember, I'm going to evaluate everybody taking the class, because by the end of this class, most of you are going to get certifications. So I'm going to keep evaluating everybody for each assignment I give you. You have something to do. So before our next class, pick up your computer. Don't do what I've done. What I've done is for you to learn how to solve a real life problem. So don't do what I've done. Get yourself a problem and get yourself a solution. So you're going to create your problem and create a solution by yourself. So that what is the assignment? The assignment is for you to develop a problem and solve the problem using Scratch, just like we did today. Oh, somebody saying that enough data to download Scratch. So Scratch is not a heavy file. I think it's about 23 megabytes. So you can have 23 megabytes to download it. So somebody is asking what is the question? Your assignment is for you to go back home before our next class. Think of any problem. I need a very simple problem, not a complex one. Think of a very simple problem and create a solution for the problem. Create a solution and you're going to submit it. Thank you. So pick up a problem, bring out your solution and solve. Can I use Android? Yeah, yes, we have Android for Scratch, but it's not as sophisticated as this one. So I think you should don't download the one on Android. Download the one on your system. You need to be conversant with your system. So download the one with your system and not the one on Android or Play Store. Just put it on your system. So you already registered. How else do you get the link for the class? Yeah, we're going to send you the link for the classroom before next week, before this week Wednesday. So please send me what you've done, send me what you do. I need very simple, and I'm going to pick the three best developments. So you're going to bring in your problems, then you're going to develop a solution with your problems using Scratch. And I'm going to pick up the three best. Okay? Don't forget, I'm still looking at your comments, I'm looking for who to. Okay? How can I add costume to Spice? How can I add costume to Spice I upload? Okay, let me answer that question quickly. You do not add costume. You already have pre-installed costume for every Spice that is in Scratch. You have pre-installed costume already. How do we submit? Okay, I'm going to share my screen on how you're going to submit your assignment. And when you're submitting the assignment, please identify yourself, write your name, because I'm going to be having your name. Write your name and submit the assignment. I'm going to share my screen for you guys so you can see my email address here. So I have this. So this is my email address for those of you asking where to submit your assignments. This is my email address at yahoo.com, at gmail.com. Okay. So we'll get that done. So you can send it to hello@coderina.org. I already shared that with you on the screen. This is hello@coderina.com. You can send it here. hello@coderina.org. Send your assignments to hello@coderina.org. So that is where to submit all your assignments. Every assignment that will be given out each class, you submit them to hello@coderina.org for evaluation, and each assignment I pick out three best people or three best assignments. So explain your problem. You're not just going to develop your problem and send out to me. You're going to explain your problem and you're going to explain your solution as well. So it's that simple. So So for those of us that are joining us today, I hope we've gotten something. I hope we've learned something today. So to recover for last week. hello@coderina.org. Send your assignments to hello@coderina.org for those of us asking. So I can't see your email. Send it at hello@coderina.org. That's where you send your assignments. So, questions. I hope we had fun today. And I hope we learned something very new today. So if you have fun today, let me just see you typing hi on your comment section. I want to know if you have fun today. Very good. Felicia says she has learned something. I used to be good at this, but I'm rusty now. Don't worry, Felicia, you'll be good at this. Very good. Before the end of this class, before the end of this program, you'll be good as you were. In fact, you'll be better than before. Okay, good. I'm seeing a lot of hi, meaning we had fun today and a lot of people actually learned something today. This is good. You can keep your hi coming. Oh, additional Emmanuel said he came late. Okay, additional Emmanuel, you can see our screen. This is what we did today. We're actually good. I really learned a lot today. That's good. Additional Emmanuel, we developed a problem and we developed a solution for a problem. For this, I'm just coming. Can you make it downloadable? No, I won't be able to make this downloadable, but you can just look at the codes, copy the codes, go on your own, practice on them, and come back to me. I hope I can still catch up with you. Yes, additional Emmanuel, you can catch up with the lessons you've missed. That's why I still have this on the screen. You can copy the codes, you can write them down, then you go back at your own leisure time, work on these codes, and you can come up with your questions later. So I'm having a lot of hi. I'm having a lot of hi here, meaning that we all have learned something today. And you can also watch this video from start to finish. Additional Emmanuel, you can replay this video from start to finish so that you get a glimpse of what we've done today. So the video is always on YouTube. So I have for those of us asking for the email is already on the screen for where you submit your assignments. Submit assignments to hello@coderina.org. Yeah, let me see your questions. Very good. I'm getting a lot of hi. I'm getting a lot of hi. Yeah. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Coderina, to get all of these videos. The videos will be there permanently for you to use. So yeah. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you all for coming, and thank you all for allowing us to have fun together, because I had fun as well. As all of us here had fun, I also had fun. I've learned something new today also. And guys, I will keep on learning and learning every time. Like I said, learning is fun. And one of our slogans is not to leave any child behind. And be sure that we're going to carry everybody along. Okay, already a subscriber. Good. Already a subscriber. You can go back to watch all our videos and see what we've done and how we did what we did, so you can replicate them on your own. Oh, thank you also. These are interesting, wonderful learners. So please subscribe to this channel for those of us that have not done that. And please don't forget to send in your assignments. Very important. You just save, after you have done your solution, save it the way I saved my Scratch on my desktop and send it to the email address on your screen, so that we can evaluate each and every one of you. Remember, you don't need to make anything very complex. I need just very simple solution to your problems. Okay, create the problems. Okay, Nene is asking what's the assignment. The assignment is for you to develop a problem and create a solution for the problem. Develop, sir, how can we be switching costumes? If you have more than two costumes, you can switch costumes by using, let me answer that question quickly before we go off. If you have so if you have, let me stop this. If you have more than 3 costumes, this has only 2 costumes, 1 and 2. That's why we used this code, next costume. You can see we have 2 next costumes. We have switch costume to this and next costume. I used the next costume because your parrot only has 2 costumes, costume A and costume B. But if in a situation where your costume is more than 2, you have a third one, I won't use next costume. What we use is switch costume. So this switch costume, this guy here, allow me to switch multiple costume. It allow me to switch multiple costume. I can switch costume A to costume B. I can switch to costume C to costume D and F. So we'll be seeing that in our next class. Okay, just keep to 2 costumes for the moment. We'll be seeing that in our next class. So keep your questions coming, of course. Can you repeat the assignment question? The assignment question is go back home, develop a problem and develop a solution, just like we did. Today we learn how to solve problems. We learn problem solving. So what I'm saying, because I said we are all scratchers, that is number 1. Number 2, we are all problem solvers. So you're going to identify a problem and you're going to solve the problem and you submit it. So what I'm saying is identify your problem, create something, I don't need a complex code, very simple code, create something very simple like what we've done, and you explain your problem and you explain your answer. I'm struggling to make a game, but I can make a simple scratch animation. Yeah, of course, you're going to make a game by the time we are almost done with this. So keep your questions coming. I'll answer as much as I can, and I've shared our social media handle to you, where you can send in your questions anytime, any day. We are on that media 24/7, and we have a lot of scratchers all over the world. We're ready to answer your question and develop your project. We'll help you develop your project also. So thank you, everyone. It's nice having you guys today. So thank you very much, Ma. Thank you, Mrs. Omolayo Ayo. She's one of our pioneers in this. Thank you, Mrs. Ayo, for making this possible. So please don't forget the assignments. Don't forget the assignments. Submit your assignments before our next class, which is Sunday. What's the assignment? I just explained the assignment. I said develop a problem and develop a solution using Scratch. Develop a problem and develop a solution using Scratch. A very simple problem and a very simple solution. I asked a question. I have a question on how I can get the video. Yeah, the video is additional. The video is always here on YouTube. So please, after this, you can go back and watch the video again. So it's always here. So just subscribe to the channel. You get the whole video from start to finish. You get the video from where we started and to the end of this. So your assignment is on your screen. The assignment is on the screen. create a simple sprite project. Example, a bird flying, a plane flying, or a simple anything you can imagine. Just create them and send to the email address. Yes, additional, you can watch this video over and over again. It's here forever. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for today. Have a great week ahead. And welcome to the Scratch family. We are all Scratchers. So whenever you're working and somebody asks who you are, tell them you're a Scratcher. So we are all Scratcher, and we are all programmers. Remember, we are all programmers and we are all Scratcher. So thank you for your time. See you next week. We'll dish out the timetable again if there are any changes. Thank you and goodbye, everybody.